What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And in this video here, what I want to do is talk to you about some really important mindset shifts that have been absolutely huge for me lately when it comes to actually achieving more success for my clothing brand and becoming a professional entrepreneur. Okay, I think this video is going to be really powerful for a lot of you guys who want to get to the next level. Here it is. This video here is sponsored by my buds over at HS Apparel. I went out of my way to get HS Apparel as a sponsor because we use HS Apparel for K-Bud Apparel with our hoodies, tanks, and tees, and I want to do an honest endorsement, and I really recommend using HS Apparel, especially for their hoodies because they're really premium quality and they have a spot on the neck to print your own labels, okay? If you're interested, head over to www.hsapparel.ca. So I've been having an absolutely massive epiphany lately in terms of what is actually contributing to my success as a clothing brand owner and my success running this YouTube channel, and I think I've got it. And I want to share this with you so that you can really put this in place for your own clothing brand and, get the life that you want to live as well, okay? And what I want to share with you here is the importance of where you put your focus as a human being and especially as a business owner, okay? There's the saying, is the cup half empty or is the cup half full, right? Both are true, right? It's like friends who say, that the world is hard, that the world is shit, that the world can be cruel. They're not wrong. It's absolutely true. It's really, really difficult to run a clothing brand. It's really shit. It can be really hard at times. It can be really messy. They're not wrong, right? But it's also true that it can be one of the most beautiful things ever. It can be amazing to overcome your challenges, face your fears, and actually get it done and, put in all that work. Both ways that you look at it are 100% true. So the choice is up to you which way you want to look at it. It's like clothing brand owners that I work with that get like one order a month right now. They have one order a month. From one perspective, yeah, that's shitty, right? I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It can be shitty. You only have one order coming in a month. From another angle, you have one order coming in a month from somebody who you don't even know, who actually saw the value in your clothing brand, right? Who actually saw that your company has value. And, if you look at it that way, it's way more likely that it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy that your brand will just start to snowball in a good direction as opposed to a bad direction. Because if you're beating yourself up all the time about, I only have one order coming in a month, well, I guess I suck as a clothing brand owner, then all the actions that you take from that place are just going to lead you to this place of, failure and scarcity and giving up. And if you look at that one order and go, wow, oh my God, my clothing brand actually got an order from somebody that I don't know this month. Holy hell, this is absolutely amazing, It may only be one, but, all I need to do now is just get two and get three, and then all of a sudden, it's just going to build on itself. That's how you sort of spiral it in the other direction where you start, making some serious progress, okay? So I just want to point out that a lot of the ways that you might be thinking as an entrepreneur that are negative, they're not wrong, okay? They're not wrong. It's not wrong to think that way, objectively. Sure, it's really difficult, but there's another side to the truth, okay? And you really want to be selective about the way that you think about things when you're running a business and how that just has such a massive impact on how well you will perform and how well you will move forward. So I want to give you some examples of ways that you can reframe things in a positive light so that you don't just get sucked down to this negative place all the time where you're beating yourself up and you're getting nowhere, okay? Because actually thinking negatively about all this stuff isn't doing you any good when it comes to actually getting results. It's not helping you out at all. There's absolutely no point to being negative about your clothing brand, okay? So an example that I want to give you is, if you're being down about your clothing brand and your thoughts are something like, my clothing brand's really struggling. I put in so much hard work. I'm getting no results. This really sucks right now. I want you to think about how good it's going to feel instead when you keep battling through this and you actually get those sales coming in, okay? When you start, really making some serious progress, how good that's going to feel because you're going through such a painful time right now, right? You want to focus on how things can be and how things will be if you just keep pushing at it and if you just keep working at it. Another thing is think about just how exciting it is that you're in a place at the beginning running your clothing brand where you might not, know exactly who your brand is right now, but how exciting it is to have unlimited options in terms of the way that you want to take your brand and the way that you want to move with your brand and how creative you can get with your brand, right? It's exciting. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's exciting to think about pivoting and changing your brand and doing all sorts of different things, okay? So I'm just giving you an example of a way to reframe your negative thoughts, your negative perspectives, turn them into a positive light and actually turn it into a challenge for you to overcome that motivates you, that gets you pumped to actually get the results, all right? Also, if your clothing brand is currently struggling right now, you have the opportunity of signing up for a clothing brand review with me. It's only $80 US, and I'll go through every aspect of your clothing brand and offer you my suggestions and feedback for how I believe you can get to the next level. If you're interested, you can sign up for a clothing brand review at www.apparelsuccess.com. Otherwise, if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link, join us in the group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.